Here's the West Stockbridge Historical Society. And we've got this Rouge Restaurant and Bistro. This is a nice little village. Valentino Pagliari and his wife Liza Stace Pagliari purchased the building that had housed Rouge Bistro from its owner, Maggie Merelle, a real estate agent, last January for $650,000, according to the Middle Berkshire Registry of Deeds in Pittsfield, Mass. I was wondering why Rouge was closed several times when we came down to the Berkshires. We've made about 10 trips down there. But I recently read an article from the Berkshire Eagle that answered my questions. The couple here purchased the old building of Rouge, and they opened a new restaurant called Acqua which is a new Italian eatery and in West Stockbridge. I grew up in the Berkshires in my 20s, and I say I grew up because I moved to the Berkshires for a geographical change, and there I met a lot of great people. Gene DeLea, who was the president of Hillcrest Hospital, where I worked for 4 years before moving from the area from 1990 to 1994. But I came to the area of the Berkshires in the West Stockbridge and West Pittsfield area in 1988. What's great is that I ran into a bunch of old friends who I hadn't seen in 31 years. Peter Putnam, a drummer, a guy who owned an awesome Mexican restaurant back in the day. I ran into him Sunday morning as we were leaving the Berkshires to come back to upstate New York. On Saturday at the Apple Squeeze Festival, I ran into Patty Brown, a beautiful woman who back in the day we used to dance like you wouldn't believe. We'd go out and dance all night long and talk about exercise. Patty kept me on the dance floor. Met her at the saw her at the Apple Squeeze Festival. We got to talk, and I just love the West Stockbridge, Lenox area. I'm not going to tell you their last names because they're wanted by the FBI. This is an old friend from 31 years ago, Patty. Patty, give it up.
Hey!
And her man, Jules. They're here for the lucky four. Got down here to downtown Lenox.
Yeah.
Great to see you two.
Great
You look
to see
great.
you, Dave.
And here's where David shopped. The late David Schufelt. His shop was right over here at West Stockbridge Video. We spent all afternoon in Lenox, and then we went to the Latin Fest in Great Barrington later in the afternoon. We've been dining out all over the Berkshires. When we started going back down to the Berkshires early this year in March, I went right to West Stockbridge, an area that I spent a lot of time in the 80s and early 90s, and you know we did some B-roll of some footage, and ended up seeing the Rouge Restaurant and was wondering why it was closed. Well, guess what, folks? It's no longer Rouge. The Pagliari family are now operating this location as Acqua Ristorante Acqua has opened at that location, and I thought it prudent to make a little video for folks about this. It's not really a sleepy little town, but this is where we stay when we're in the Berkshires. We stay in West Stockbridge. All right, we're at Amici in West Stockbridge. Nice little dining area. A huge restaurant. We have arancini on the menu. A lot of pasta dishes, seafood, and of course, different 12-inch pizzas. This is the meat lovers. It's got sausage, pepperoni, and bacon. I brought a little bit of my Sicilian dried chili peppers and Sicilian organic oregano imported. Been carrying this with us on our travel trips. It goes well with the pizza's delicious, but of course I like this little extra. I'll probably come back and try the Italian lemon soup. I've got some classic dishes on the menu, and you can see nice big bar. Ella has a little secret in addition to her and her husband Matt making some of the best ice cream you'll find in the Berkshires. These are duck eggs. Let's open them up and show the folks. You got a little sanctuary, save the ducks.
Great small rescue.
And a small rescue, and and harvest those duck eggs. And what do you sell half a dozen for?
$6.
You can't beat that for
You
duck eggs.
cannot.
And they're huge.
They're humongous.
They are absolutely, look at how big they are, folks. All right, so you've got to get over here and get this and try this. Look at the menu, the ice cream. And we want to thank you. Tell your husband hello.
I will.
And keep the good work up. They've been open 2 months, folks, so get down here to West Stockbridge. And
2 months.
That's it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Over here is the Queensboro package store. And nearby the Sculpture Park. This is the great part about being in West Stockbridge. This quaint little village. As you head down the road here on 102, you get into Stockbridge, where the Norman Rockwell Museum of Art is located. Beautiful grounds, multiple galleries. We're gonna check that out later today. That's the great part about the Berkshires. Tons of galleries of different types of visual arts. All right, I love these mom and pop markets. So let's go in here. All right, so here in this little village, we've got the number 6 Depot Roastery and Cafe. It's also a store and gallery. I'm not going to show you the inside because I want you to come down to this little village down here in West Stockbridge. Over there in the distance, you got Shaker Mill Books. Look at this quaint little hardware store in downtown. And they've got their hibachi grills out here. Look here, we've got Charles Baldwin and Sons. It's extracts and maple syrup. Yeah.
Around here, 100.
Since 1888.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And they're even here generations before us.
Really?
It's old school.
I love it. I love it.